Ah, 2025, what's been happening? A lot of things have been happening. Things that have not been good have been happening with my life. I want to take this moment to just come outside and be honest with myself. I've been lying to myself for a minute, saying that I've been doing shadow work when I haven't, saying that I've been taking precautions and taking measures to alleviate myself from certain mindsets, and it has been going, but I can't be really upfront and be like, yes, I've changed. I haven't changed. I think that's the part of change, that you have to admit that you haven't really changed as much as you have in the months that you have allocated yourself, that you have allotted to work on yourself. I have been on this sobriety journey I've been sober now for the past 3 months. I've been sober since the 3rd of November 2024. Well, completely, that was marijuana. Then from December 3rd, 2024, it was nicotine. Then the 1st of January, that was alcohol. I'm still struggling. I'm not gonna come out here and be like, yes, it's been going great. It hasn't. I've been having withdrawal pains, mentally, physically, going through the most days when I just feel like a joint wouldn't kill, a cigarette wouldn't do much. It's been painful. It's been rather painful. And of course, with how I deal with life, usually I don't communicate when I go through stuff like this, so I'm not getting as much support as I would or should be getting. I'm not talking to my family about it. My family just knows that I'm off, but they don't know that I'm really struggling on some days to keep a sane mind. The urges build up and they pile up, and my brain just wants to scream and scream. But it's the life, right? It's one of those, like, I have to know what it's worth. I have to know what I'm sacrificing this for. It's been painful though. I want a better life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want a better life. I want a life that's gonna be good for me. I want to look at myself with pride. When I look in the mirror, I want to be like, yes, I've won something. I've fought and won something. I didn't just start a fight and then quit once I felt uncomfortable, right? Excuse me, because that has been my life most of the time. I get uncomfortable and then I lose focus. I lose the reality of what I'm doing something for. And I'm doing this for, first and foremost, financial reasons. I tend to not be very motivated when I'm on drugs. I lose a lot of my creativity. I lose a lot of my discipline, a lot of my positional awareness when it comes to my life. I lose knowing where I am in life and what I should do to go to the next stage. And I need that in order to pursue things in my life: purpose, love, financial stability, familial growth, experiential growth, going out into the outdoors and letting the world know that I exist, things like that. Because I've put myself away for a minute. Like, no one tells you this. Okay, maybe like it's a marginalized part of the world of drug abuse, that you turn to. Okay, I found myself losing my place in society when I was doing drugs. I would have feelings of total shame, right? Total shame when I did drugs. Even when I did drugs, even while I was among people who did drugs, I would be high next to people who are high, and I'd feel ashamed to be around them because I was high. The paradox in that, because aren't we all doing the same thing? Shouldn't that click in your mind that, oh, it's like-minded? But it's like, for me, whenever I would do drugs, they would force me to self-isolate, and then even even amongst people who do the same thing. But like whenever I wasn't around people who do the same thing, it was worse, because now it's people who are on the far side of the spectrum, and I felt that there was no coherence between me and other parts of society, so I would seclude myself out of safety. I don't know, safety. I think safety is the word. I would try to find safety out of it by letting myself be in the side. Yeah, but right now, I'm trying, man. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna come here and be like, hey, dude, it's been fantastic. Yeah, no, it hasn't. It's been a fight and a half. It's been gruesome. It's been grotesque. It's been tasking. It has allowed me to question a lot about myself, whether or not I'm gonna be capable of doing this. If not, then hey man, it wouldn't be the first time that I tried something and I stopped when it got hard. But at the same time, that's the thing that I'm fighting against, right? I'm fighting against that cycle of repetition. Yeah, man, Sadhguru, sorry for diverting to my Tswana. I know I'm South African, and I do embrace my mother tongue. So don't get it twisted, but for the sake of communication and for the sake of reachability and accessibility to a wider audience and people who would ask this type of questions and want answers, then English would be the better medium. But I've digressed. My God. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Sadhguru, right? The Western world has been going crazy in its spiritual conquest, and among its many attempts to figure it out, they have taken Hindi or yoga a lot, of which karma has been an anecdote that has been used a lot in the Western world when they try to explain a lot of things, like, hey man, bad karma, you do something and karma will find you. Sadhguru, for those of you who may not know, is a yogi, one of the most famous yogis of our current time. He explained karma this way to me in his book. It was this book that he wrote. I forgot the book. Blimey. Yeah, but yeah, I'll paraphrase. He likened karma, or like how he describes karma, is that karma is your personality. In the book, there was a story that he wrote in the book, an example of it, of like this lady, she had a temper. So she had a temper, and then whenever she'd find herself, she's a vendor. Yes, this lady was a vendor, and she had a temper. And whenever she'd find herself in positions of negotiation, her karma, which in this instance is her failure to control her temper, would always cause her to mess up the negotiations that are happening. And that's how he explains karma, is that it's a part of your personality that, if left unchecked, will always come up to either be a detriment. Well, usually it's a detriment because I think psychologically we often put a lot of our evaluations in the negative realm, because I don't think positive things give much to be analyzed. They are usually just embraced, and it's like, oh dude, here's a good heart, moving on. No one's gonna be like, here's a good heart, why, what are the terms, what is the karma behind it? No, it'll be like, here's a good heart, let him breathe. Here's a bad heart, oh, trauma, oh, Oedipus, okay, oh, this and this and that a long list of psychological reasons of why someone would be bad or have a bad heart. But yeah, so the karma in the instance is the personality, the character of not being able to temper herself. My karma is not thinking ahead. My karma is knowing that something my karma is knowing the results of an action. Knowing the results of an action, but still doing that action, still performing that action, because somehow I think I will deal with it better. Unlike the theory of insanity, where doing something over and over and expecting a different result. Mine is more like, I know that, I know the result. I'm not doing over, but I know the result. Along the same lines, so I'll take it back. It's along the same lines of insanity. That's my karma, is assuming that I am sane and a genius and a smart individual, whereas my actions are very insane and idiotistic. And until I check that karma, it's going to be hard for me to progress in life. Therefore, it's going to be hard for me to progress in this addiction battle that I'm in. Wow. I didn't think like I would find that answer. I didn't even. Yeah, those of you know that when it comes to a journey, that's part of like my content. I just say and allow spirit to speak through me and then let me know what I need to know. I'm allowing myself to be a vessel and just let spirit speak through me. Yeah. But like I said, I'm on this journey of sobriety. I'm gonna try hard to get out of it alive and well. Yeah. And I will continue to address my karma and hopefully make better decisions in life. And yeah, watch everything go as it goes, I guess. Yeah. It's an update. Love you guys. Bye.